The first thing that they tell you to do in order to fix a problem, you got to get to root cause of it. And you have to admit that you was wrong. Even once you sober for the next 5, 10, 15, 20 years and you get that pen, you still got to come to the front of the congregation if you want to speak. Hi, my name is John and I'm an alcoholic. You know why? Because it's never really left you. And in order for you to live some sort of semblance of normalcy in your life, you need to admit what it is that you're battling with. And what your mama and your grandmother was really battling with was being for the streets. They battled with it. They slept with it. It ate them alive. It turned into a monster within them. And just because they decided to put on glasses and look like Tyler Perry when they at the dinner table all of a sudden, no, your mama was for the streets, bro. And don't get mad at me for calling your mama for the streets. Go and talk to your mama. Anton, you so mean. That's toxic. No. What she did to your whole family was toxic. She poisoned the well of your family. And so now that we have a voice and we're starting to bring women to the front of the congregation, they want to censor us. They want to shame us. They want to tell me, Anton, you need to be quiet. No, I don't need to be quiet. Your mother shouldn't have opened up her mouth to so many different people and then held the secrets, and you was passing by your daddy house every day and you never had an opportunity to bond with him and truly understand who he was. You walked past him in Walmart and he was ringing you up. You can't understand why. Now that you found out, why is my daddy the cashier at Walmart all of the time? Why did mama sleep with the cashier? Why didn't she pick the guy that was actually somebody that was significant for society? And he know you. He see you. He see you. He see you coming up there and getting a pair of socks every day, and you got 30 pair of socks, and you really want to say something. You know he your father, but you don't want to call your mama out. Talk to your daddy. So what? He a cashier at Walmart. Everybody need a job. He doing the right thing. He was the man back in his day. That's why your mama picked him. Your daddy was the man back in the day. He just trying to survive right now. Making sure that he got good benefits so he can get his medicine. Arms don't work the same way. Need a knee replacement. You might be the person to be able to solve for that. Talk to your daddy. Go talk to your father at Walmart. Ain't nothing wrong with him. Go kick it with him. And then confront your mama and hold her accountable and say, hey, why you ain't tell me my dad worked at Walmart? Well, technically, he ain't work at Walmart. He used to work at Sam's Club, but they transferred him. Yo, daddy transferred from Sam's Club to Walmart, and it ain't nothing wrong with that. He greet me every time I come in there. What up, Mr. Johnson? Hey, Anton, what you know now there? Keep telling me what you know now there every time I come in. And y'all want Simone Biles to be out here in the streets with y'all, doing the same thing that your mama and your grandmama did, but no, she can't have a guy that actually values her, right? She can't be the wholesome woman. She can't rock out with a Jonathan Owens that's doing it the right way and changing the narrative of how men operate, that are high value men that have a high position and can control himself, and he's a young man and he's not getting caught up in any kind of problems or trouble. So you got to heap something on him. You got to throw something on him. He ain't did nothing wrong. That man don't curse. He take care of business. He do his job. He work out hard. He's nice. He's a nice young man, and you want her to be out here with some dusty, all because of what? Why do you want this woman to get divorced? So you can take her man. That's really what you want. You want to villainize him. You want to put him in the same category as all of the men that you hate and that you don't like. Oh man, he looked like a guy that passed me up, and so now you're projecting your issues and your insecurities onto her. Leave that woman alone. If you ain't got nothing to say, yo, Simone, we love you. Us men over here, we support you. And we not even supporting you and valuing you based off of what the world project over to you. We valuing you based off of the inherent nature of what you truly was built to do, and that's to be a great woman. Let me give you some love, the love that you should have gotten from your sisters in the sister code that's really toxic for you. Let me give it to you based off of what real men recognize in you and why we pray for your marriage to be successful, because you're a reflection of what our households and what America truly should be. The fact that you've been able to accomplish what you've accomplished, but yet you're still able to lay into your femininity so that you can then value and bring up your children, maybe your children if y'all decide to have children, but you pour into the greatness of what your husband is becoming because he's not even close to what it is that he's going to be great at, you are valued. You are appreciated. We love you. We love you for what it is that you are today to him because you are a reflection of what we should be in this Western culture. Not this toxic shit that we used to. Not these single baby mamas. Not girls that are forever fiancés and ain't never really getting married but acting like they are and they bought a ring for themselves. Not all of these women that act like they really got it, but then they go home and they cry at home every night, and then they got 30 roses because the motors done burnt out of the other 29 of them. We not talking about them. We value you. You are a great woman, and we are an equal accountability smoke giver, and so we got to be balanced, and we got to give it to you on both sides. You are a reflection of the silent minority of, or the silent majority of women that are actually doing things the right way. There is a lot of women that don't get the microphone. They don't have the visibility. We only see the Cardi B's and the Taraji P. Hensons, and we only see the chicks that's trying to expose the Kevin Harts. Yeah, I'm going to go there. Give me a second. I'll get there. We only see the former assistants that's butting their heads in business that they shouldn't be in. We only see the Steve Harveys and the Tyrese's ex-wife, Samantha Lee, and we only see that. We see the Iman Shumperts and the Tiana Taylors and all of these people that's broken up in 2023 the whole year. The whole year always seen as celebrity couples crash and burn. And I don't want to see anybody break up, especially when they have small children, because the last thing that we need is more single parent households that are raising their children up to make the bad decisions because they didn't have a father in the home, or you being a part-time dad, and then you get another man because it's about your happiness instead of going back to the household with your baby father, who the person that you opened up your legs to when you said you loved them. The last thing we need to see is people breaking up their homes. And so when we finally get a great story in 2023 to end the year with a bang, 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 bang. We finally get a great story. Finally, Jada Pinkett tore up the whole year. Not only did she ruin him, she ruined everything, and then she wrote a bad book on top of it that nobody wanted to read. We seen story after story and person after person and issue after issue and breakup after breakup and divorce after divorce and person in court trying to take money out and prenup and all of these bad stories, and you finally, ladies, get somebody that you can highlight and celebrate and champion, and the only thing that you can make bad about it and wish divorce on them is because you didn't like the sentiment of how it is that he said what he said. That's what we doing going into the new year? We're so toxic that we can't even give credit to this woman for getting married and not necessarily leaning into her accomplishments in order to try to emasculate a man that she then would never be married, because it's a lot of single women that's out here. We seen Nia Long, all of y'all black queens ain't able to get married. Allegedly, they get cheated on, they get left and all of this, and then y'all want to have a tell-all situation and get mad at the other person instead of getting mad at the person that you with, and then he recover because we told you that men are going to be valuable regardless, and the value of a man continues to go up regardless of how you see him. And Ime Udoka went from the Boston Celtics over to the Houston Rockets, and they thriving over there, and he making a whole bunch of money, and you thought that he was going to be left for dead, but you just got left by yourself with a little kid because you decided to walk away from your family even though you were supposed to get married in the first place. See, you didn't know that you was going to be left out in the cold because you didn't know that men were still more valuable. That's why they call us the prize.